Wow, Peter Obi has been put to test, ordered to declare the religious war if he can. Tinubu won. Okay, my people, I don't hear this very story we just enter our studio this very morning. This is the fight of the Titans as Tinubu has decided to put Peter Obi to test, daring him to begin the religious war if he can. But then this is being made available to us by one of the very Tinubu's aide by name Abdul Kader Salahuddin. Abdul Kader Salahuddin happens to be the one who actually made this information available, but actually was said by Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself. Okay, according to this very young man, he said that Peter Obi has been, noising about, going about causing unnecessary crises, criticizing, bad mouthing, and all that. He said that he should go on. He should go on with the religious crisis and let us see how he can be able to influence that. Let's check the content and see the real picture of this very broadcast. This is morning news. Yes, Daddy, it is true that the hijab gives some fanatical Christians in your church headache. I want to assure you, Daddy, that they have their constitutional rights to hate the hijab. And whoever wears it, if that is an article of faith in your church, nevertheless, they do not have the right to deny these hijab wearers access to exam venue in your colony. Nigeria is a country with a never-ending interesting episodes in Nigeria. It is never a dull moment. We regale ourselves even as we suffer hardship from those who make subjecting us to hardship their topmost priority. What I consider an earnest debate about rulers and regimes in Nigeria is who and which among them is more callous and ruthless and lawless. It is not about who and which is more beneficial. This is not to say rulers in Nigeria do not have any achievements to their credit. Satan once spoke a truth, but that does not make him truthful. The devil is ever a liar. Thus, our rulers are merciless towards us, even if we point to some of the achievements. A recent Yes Daddy audio conversation between Daddy and Labour Party Peter Obi is another testimony to the fact that Nigerian politicians are chatterlands. Any politician who thinks he or she is not a charlatan is free to self-exit themselves from this generalization. But could there possibly be one? What politicians do is to manipulate anything manipulatable to win election. They are chameleons. One can only determine their true and real color at the risk of always getting it wrong. They say what they never meant and mean what they will never say. I agree with you to an extent, Mr. Daddy, because you have refused to reveal your real identity. This very statement is actually going to Peter Obi direct by this very young man, claiming that the information is coming from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Okay. We're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, you're talking about rigging, and talking about someone, talking about politicians saying what they cannot do. Yes, I agree with you. That is the attitude and strategy of politicians saying what they cannot do. They will give you a manifestos that will entice you and make you quickly run to the poll units to cast your votes for them. Is that not what Buhari did? Making us to believe that less than 90 days is going to end the existence of the Boko people. As you and I are speaking today, nothing of such has been achieved. We are still experiencing the Boko people. I'm telling you that we are still. So, what are we talking about? Or are we to talk about the promise? Okay, let's talk about the gubernatorial election that occurred in Benin between Obaseki and Izeyamu, and how the former governor of Benin, of Edo, that's this NLC former NLC president, tried to be partisan to the people of Benin, tried to buy them over by blackmailing the minds of the elders so that they can vote for his own candidate, Izeyamu, making all necessary and unbelievable manifestos, things that they are not going to keep. So I agree with you. But when you talk about this 2023 election, the candidates that actually rigged the election, that actually gave manifestos that we know that is not going to keep, come on, my dear. You know now. You know. Do I start telling you? My people, let's forge ahead. I know the truth is very close. Tinubu have won, is it not so? We shall see. Let me hear from you. Let me know what's your take, what's your advice, and what's your opinion on this maybe. Don't forget to comment. They are still very, very, very important. Don't forget to leave them below the comment section. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.